Hi, I'm Tonya McPheeters, and I'm here to help you with the Festival of Trees, tree entries, and wreaths. We're going to talk about the essentials that will help you to be successful with the Festival of Trees. The first thing that I want to talk about is getting a tree. And a tree is obviously the most important part and essential. A new tree, a pre-lit tree is best, if that's possible. A 7-foot tree is ideal. 9-foot trees are great, but they take up a lot of room and they take up a lot of ornaments. So think about that when you're choosing your tree. The next thing that I would suggest is that you take your tree out of the box when you get it, so that you can see really the type of branches, the type of lights, how many lights are on it, and so that you'll be prepared before you get to the festival. The next thing that would be essential is to come up with a theme or idea of how you want to decorate it. So think about that in advance. Sometimes we think about this early at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year so that we can buy things discounted at the end of the holiday season. And that's the best time to buy a tree. If you're thinking ahead, you can get a pretty good deal. Take your ornaments, and if it has a top that comes off like this, you're going to need to secure it, because all of these trees are going to be loaded up in a truck and delivered to the recipient, and it's going to need to travel some distance, and you want to make sure that everything stays put. So you'll take your hot glue gun and you will go around the edge of this and secure all of the tops. Anything else that might come off in transporting it, you're going to want to do that as well. Next, you'll need to be prepared with wire. All of the ornaments need to be wired onto the tree. Now, I like to use a product that I got at a craft store, and it looks like this. And we cut it into about 3 pieces. It's much easier to handle than just plain floral wire, and it twists very easily and easy to use. So we like to use that on all of our ornaments. You can also take the ribbon or jute or whatever is attached to it, and you can wrap it around the branch. That also works well too if you make sure that it's tight and secure. You're also going to want to secure the tree, because these trees do have to travel, like I said. So you'll need to use zip ties and zip tie these sections together. So you'll have 3 sections usually of a tree, and the closest branches to those sections, if you'll zip tie with very long zip ties, that will help to stabilize the tree when it's being transported so that things don't come apart. The next thing that I want to talk about is the base of the tree. Very important. We have had some trees fall over in the past at the festival, and we don't want that to happen to your tree. The next thing that you'll want to think about is the lighting on your tree. If you do buy a pre-lit tree, it doesn't always mean that there are enough lights on your tree. So a lot of times we like to add lights to the tree in a couple of different ways. Sometimes you can add the larger C9 lights, and you can wrap those through the trunk of the tree to add some depth to your tree, or you can just take the regular little tiny lights and you can go throughout the tree and add additional lighting so that it's nice and bright for the event, because the lighting will be turned down at the event. Also, you want to remember the back of your tree. A lot of us at home, we put our trees in the corner of a room and we don't worry about the back. But at the festival, you might have your tree in the middle of the room, and so you'll want to make sure that it is completely decorated all the way around. The bottom of the tree is also important. So you'll want to have a tree skirt or something else that will cover up the base of your tree. A lot of times you can use fabric that coordinates with your tree. You can use a large basket that it might fit in. Galvanized tubs are fun. We've even had wooden boxes made for the trees to go into. And so use your imagination. Be prepared for the unexpected. Make sure that you bring your glue gun, scissors, wire cutters, a ladder or a step stool, and anything else that you think that you might need that day, because it's very difficult to get everything done in the amount of time that you have unless you're very well prepared. We hope this video has been helpful, and we thank you for your participation in the Festival of Trees, and see you at the festival.